there, thanks for stopping by. So I had a request to show you how I get my digital images onto my Bible pages. So I thought I would do a quick video showing you how I did that. So I use a Sharpie fine point marker, and then I usually go and find whatever image I want to use, and I print it out on just regular copy paper. This image is called Just Hanging Out, and I got it over at A Day for Daisies, and I'll put a link to it down in the description box in case you'd like to go look for it. I didn't make it any bigger or smaller. This is what size it just printed after I opened it up. On my Bible journaling, I gesso all my pages so it won't bleed through. So I already did that to my page. It's already gessoed. And then I use a light box. So this one's fairly large. I'd say, 12 by, 15. 16, but I picked it up over at Amazon, and it plugs into my computer in the USB port, or I have a little adapter that I've used to plug it into my extension cord so I can bring it in here. And what I do is I stick it underneath my page like this, and I stick my little image, whatever that may be, underneath of the page too. And let's see if we can get it to turn on. And mine goes, you can push the button 6 times to make it brighter if you need to. And then what I do is I stick this underneath of my page. And then I use a little piece of just washi tape to tape it down. Like this. And I'm going to pause for just a second, and I'm going to turn the lights off so you can see how bright it is without all my camera lights on. Okay, so I turned all the lights off, and so now you can see the image really well. And actually in real life it's really bright when I do it in my room, and you can see just perfectly. So I just turn off all the stuff, and then I get out my Sharpie marker, and I usually work, because I'm right-handed, I work from the left to the right so that my hand does not go over the top of any of the lines, because if you do, since I gessoed my page, it will it'll pick it up. So I just go back over the top. And I draw the lines on. So let's go down here and we'll do this little guy here. Let's see, you can see how it goes right onto my page. Let's see if we can get just a little bit closer. Sorry, I'm limited with space here. So we got our little bear. So I usually go from left to right. So I'll start over here and do all my lines. I'm in this way. And I try not to touch them, because with the gesso on there, it will make the page so that it's not dry all the way. So you definitely want to go over, you don't want to brush back over the top of any of the lines you haven't, or that you did, because they will move. And then after I get done drawing them on, I usually I blast it with my heat tool and dry them all the way. Let's see how you're just going around. And then up here, here she's got her little cub who's leaning on her. And believe me, you'll be able to see it way better when you're in the room. I I'm in my office here, and so the light shines through the window, and so it's kind of making it a little bit brighter. It works best if your room's a little bit darker. I'm going to peel this off real quick so I can see underneath, since I can't see her face very well. But be careful not to touch your lines. And then you pick her up and you can see what kind of, I couldn't remember what kind of eyes she had. So she's got little circles for eyes. Got her little face on there. And then over here, you got this little guy. Let's see, what do we got going on over here? We got him. Oh, we better give him a little face. So again, be careful when you're drawing. Since I drew over here on the right, I want to make sure that I don't draw over the top of or touch these little lines over here, because they will smear. So you want to make sure if you're putting your hand down that you put your hand down so it's not touching any of the little lines over there. But this makes it quick and easy. You just draw it right in there, and then it's good to go. And I think he has a little tail, so let's pick it up. Oh, he's got some little scruffs of hair that come out like this. And did he have a little arm? This kind of goes up like this. But there you go, and you have it right there in your Bible or whatever you want to trace on. This light box works great for watercolor paper, so 140-pound watercolor paper. I can put the paper underneath of it and the watercolor paper on top and trace right over it, and it's right there in whatever I want to do. So I'll put a link down in the description box, a light box, if you'd like to pick one up. And I hope this was a little bit helpful. If you have a question, leave me a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.